Do that when somebody is in labor.
Amber Burdett
unit who works specifically on these trains, and he tells me that pepper spray is a tool they have, but they try not to use it. And he says they are not going to second guess this deputy's actions.
30 minutes till San.
This is right before a King County Sheriff's deputy working for Sound Transit pepper sprays this man who's refusing to get off the train. He's in some kind of mental health crisis, and you can hear her say she doesn't want to use physical force.
Last thing I want to do is put my hands on you. I'd rather have you step off.
55 seconds later.
No, not magic. Sand. It's not my nose. It's not my nose.
Everyone move back. Move back.
It's 30 minutes till they kill them.
It all happened at Othello Station in South Seattle around 5:30 a.m. last Monday. The man was talking and shouting about intergalactic communication for at least 5 minutes before people were ushered outside and a deputy tried to get him to step off the train. We showed the video to people at the station today.
I personally feel like it's wrong and that there should be definitely, especially our police department, they need some training in dealing with people with mental health issues.
Were there training issues? We went straight to the King County Sheriff's Office and Sergeant Charlie Akers. Was the officer in this situation following protocol?
Yeah, she was. She was called to a situation that we get often, somebody with going through a mental health crisis of some sort, and she was by herself.
Sergeant Akers says once the deputy pepper sprays the subject, she almost gets him through the doorway.
Get him off.
They were just about outside the door when a group of Good Samaritans decided to jump in to help out. And in fact, what they did is they hindered the operation.
In fact, it is this Sound Transit operator in a black shirt and hat who gets a hold of the pepper spray and, with seemingly good intentions, ends up spraying not only the man, but the Good Samaritans, too.
In the heat of the moment, she asked, hold this for me. And that individual, again, trying to be a good help, utilized the pepper spray on the entire group of people.
Now, Sergeant Akers, when we spoke in an interview here in this parking lot of Mill Creek, told me that they do understand people want to record their interactions with police. And he says that they welcome that, but they are asking people to give deputies their space in these cases so that they don't get in the way, even if they believe that they are helping. As for the man, the subject in the situation, he was taken to a hospital for a mental health evaluation. And I asked Sound Transit about that conductor, that man that was representing Sound Transit who used the pepper spray on the train, and they tell us that that operator and his actions are currently under review. Stephen, Monique.
Lindsay, obviously mental health situations make this so much more difficult, but what do you know about the deputy? Tell us about that person.
Right. We asked the sergeant about her. He tells us that that deputy has about 19 years of experience in the department, with several of those years working in the sexual assault unit, working with victims, and that she has had 40 hours of the crisis intervention training. Deputies can have 8 hours or 40 hours, and she completed the 40-hour course. And they also tell us that she had recently switched to the Sound Transit unit, which specifically uses a pepper gel or pepper foam that disperses less easily. It doesn't spray out as much as the pepper spray. He said it's unclear at this point if she had already received that gel or foam and had just not made that switch or was still waiting for that replacement item at this time. Back to you.
Lindsay Sheldon in Seattle for us. Thanks, Lindsay.